The humanitarian crisis in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region began in 2020 and escalated, with conflicts persisting for 2 years. 800,000 people have lost their lives, and over 120,000 girls and women have been sexually abused. According to the United Nations, more than 90% of the population is in need of assistance. People, especially children, are succumbing to hunger. Bombed textile factory that employed 7,000 people during peacetime. As I walked among the completely destroyed machines, my first thoughts were about the apocalypse and the countless families left in despair by this unimaginable act. Despite the end of the military conflict, the warring Eritreans are still only 30 kilometers away, preventing mothers and children from returning to their homes. Consequently, they reside in schools, tents, and other gathering places, awaiting their return. Sister Mary, a clinical psychologist, recounts the story.
No problem, we need only basic need, she's saying. Food.
In these centers, about 25 children, mothers, and elderly individuals inhabit one small room. The worst part for me was the rationing of food, as it was always insufficient. Mothers cried, children cried when they were with them, and the child carried on the mother's back cried. The next day, mothers and children would line up for food again, hoping that this time it would be enough. The most severely affected by intense hunger are infants and children under 3 years old. Hundreds of children are dying every day now. "85% of the schools in the province have been demolished. Therefore, the Silesians in the Auenland region aim to construct a new high school. Unfortunately, high school students won't be able to attend classes for 1 to 2 years. The Mission Center of Slovenia and the Austrian charity organization Youth for the World will collaborate with the locals in the construction of the new school. Xjana Dagarin teaches children who have lost their parents and other relatives that they need warm human companionship and a daily ration of food the most. Therefore, this woman embraces them with her heart, soothing the pain of losing loved ones. In the technical school in Mekelle, the Silesians had 323 students. It was the most prestigious technical school in the region. Now, there are only 35 students in the class. Architect Tony Reichman designed a plan for new workshops where young people can learn. Many students joined the army, some fell, and many are missing. Every day, parents come to the Missing Persons Center, asking if their sons are still alive. It's challenging for the students to focus on their studies, as almost every family has lost a relative. The educational environment and play serve as crucial factors for young people to process traumas and embark on a new life. Creating a supportive atmosphere for learning and engaging in recreational activities not only helps in the healing process, but also provides a foundation for these individuals to build resilience and envision a brighter future. Bishop Medin stood firm when the army sought to force him to leave the diocesan premises and join them.
My hope for Tigray is peace. If there is peace within Tigray and with all the neighbors,
he told them, You can kill me, but I will stay in the diocese among the faithful. I promise to live with them and tell them about the crucified and risen Jesus. In retaliation, they targeted him and completely destroyed the chapel and a portion of the theological faculty. They seized 13 cars belonging to the diocese, charitable institutions, and Caritas. These vehicles were used for transporting patients, food, water, and medicine, as well as for pastoral purposes.
Therefore, justice, truth, peace. All we need is to work for this.
I have never experienced so much gratitude as in these weeks when I shared my life with the poorest. And I have never seen so much suffering and poverty as in these weeks. Everything I have experienced in the mission has profoundly touched and changed me.
In the region of Tigray for the last 3 years, there was no school. Now the students, they are starting again after 3 years of losing classes. And the third is trauma healing. A lot of people, because of the war, are traumatized and they need a lot of support. I wish here to thank the Salesian of Slovenia, Father Jose Andolšek,